Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on installing kick panels. My car currently does not have kick panels, so it's going to be nice to have something up there to kind of finish a lot of those things up and not just have metal. So yeah, I mean, it looks like a very simple install. There's a little lip, and it looks like that lip wraps around the door, and you just kind of jam it up in there, and that's about it. So should be pretty simple. As you guys can see, I just have the straight ones. I don't have any speakers or anything like that. I opted not to get speakers because when I did my radio, I put down those little 3.5-inch speakers that I had kind of in that spot, anticipating that I would get ones that would actually have some speakers built into them. But to be honest, it didn't make that much of a difference, and I think that's just because of the sound, my radio, because it doesn't have an amp or anything, so I really don't think you can power it, and I don't plan on adding an amp to this car. So that was kind of my reason how come I decided not to get the ones with speakers in it. So it looks like I'm gonna have to undo some of this wiring and kind of get it up out of the way in order for this one to fit. So I'll just go ahead and knock out the passenger side real quick. But here they are. They're just from CJ's as well. I think they were like $40 or so. Yes, we had a ton of Holland. But essentially, it kind of just goes up in here. Come on. Dang, all right. Might be a tight fit, jeez. Kind of surprised. Maybe it's got to go low or behind the carpet. I'm not sure. All right, let me get this one figured out and I'll get back to you guys. Okay guys, I found our problem. It's that bracket right there for the dash. Because when I have this in, I slide it in, it's sitting very bowed out a lot. I went ahead and just took off the screws with this door sill too, though. I can try to tuck everything. I believe the carpet goes underneath that, which actually makes a lot of sense because it's not exactly the straightest. So it looks like, really, once we get this flat, man, this is really hard to kind of hold and get in here and show, that we're going to have to take, some of this off, which, I mean, this is a simple task with the jigsaw. So I'm just going to go ahead and get my jigsaw, and I'm just going to trim the top of this. Probably just take about an inch or so off. Yeah, it doesn't even look 100% straight there either. So I'll just take off a little bit and kind of notch it. So what I need to go do is go back and take the measurement. But we'll do that and it should fit no problem. Okay guys, just a quick cut with Paris tape as our guide, and then just did some 320 on it to make sure we didn't have any splintering or anything. We should be good to go. Hopefully that is enough to fit up in there. If it is not, then we'll go ahead and get a grease pencil and actually mark it and everything. But I think that should be all right. I left this little divot right in here that came on it instead of going all the way to the corner here. So we'll see if that makes a difference or not. In the car. Okay guys, we are still hitting. As you guys can see, this bracket, it's gonna be kind of hard to see right there. It's just not allowing us to do anything. So we're just gonna put a grease pencil mark. If that even showed. Not really. Let's try to go left-handed. There we go. And the other side. And you can see how it's bowed out. It's supposed to be straight. So based on that, I mean, I probably still need to take off about another inch or two. And then hopefully if I cut that in, that'll still allow the front to tuck up in there, if that makes sense. But I mean, it's pretty easy. Just kind of pull it in and out. Now I'm just gonna go cut. Now that we have the bracket, and we'll go from there. So we're back guys, and to be honest, for such a cheap part that I thought would fit perfect. It's kind of trash, to be just 100% honest. So we trimmed that out, which I dropped my blade, so my blade and my jigsaw wasn't exactly straight. So, and we got it to where it's not exactly 100% straight, but nothing's hitting or interfering anywhere here. So it's like the whole thing needs to come up, but I can't get it up anymore. And then you kind of got to pick your poison. So if you want this to all be on there and tight, then this bend is completely wrong. And as you can see, I mean, I can get, you guys can see, a whole finger up in there, no problem. Whereas before, this was nice and flat, and you know, maybe this should go on the outside of it, maybe, but then it wouldn't fit because it's too long, you know, this way. I can't get the bolt or screw in or anything, which is fine because I don't have all the screws anyway. I've been missing them, and it's not a big deal. But yeah, I really thought this would be a super simple thing that apparently I was wrong. So yeah, I mean, I might be able to bring it up more, but then if I bring it up more, I can't go forward, if that makes sense, because it's already as far forward as it'll go. So you kind of have to pick your poison on, like, and this is supposed to connect somewhere up there, but it doesn't anywhere. The front doesn't connect anywhere. So you kind of got to pick your poison, which for me was at least get this section all kind of closed where it hopefully shouldn't interfere with the door, and then it's just going to be just a slight bend out. As long as it doesn't interfere with the door, then we're good. Which it doesn't, so. Okay. And I mean, it's there. It'll look better, because at least it's not all just the wires and everything, but it's not great. I think they were like 30 bucks though, so get what you pay for. I'm sure if I got some nicer ones, they'd probably feel a little bit better. Just is what it is. We'll keep working on getting it a little bit better, but to be honest, I'm ready to drive the thing. We're just not quite there yet. Had a huge fuel leak the other day. I was trying to get stuff going. I think the timing's just slightly off, and thing goes through spark plugs like crazy. So got to figure that out. Got a timing light on the way. Anyway, I guess we'll get that other kick panel knocked out. If it turns out any better, I'll let you guys know.